Hello everybody, this is Rudra Prasad Bakshi and welcome to the project presentation for image processing and computer vision for fall 2013. The topic of the project is shape from shading. It is one of the most widely worked upon problems in the fields of image processing and computer vision. It is also one of the most popular problems which has a variety of applications. In this project, we are going to feed two inputs to the simulation and get the three-dimensional shape from the simulation. One of the inputs will be a regular two-dimensional shading image obtained from a sphere, and another will be a two-dimensional shading image obtained from a non-regular humanoid object. Now, to begin with the project, here is the overview of the project. To start with, the concept of the shape and shading, the considerations for the project, the assumptions taken into account for the project, the implementation of the project, the simulation done for the project, and finally the conclusion. To begin with, we start with the concept of shape from shading. The first thing we need to know is about the shading images. Shading images are not merely the shadows of the object. They are the grayscale images of the object. They are the images which vary in grayscale intensity. They are two-dimensional in nature and they are used for the reconstruction of three-dimensional shape of the object. Now, determining the three-dimensional shape from the shading images, the knowledge of the scene of radiance is required. Now, the determining the scene of radiance comes from the knowledge of the light falling on the object, the fraction of incident light that is reflected away from the or the surface of the object, which is also known as albedo. It is also required to know the geometry of the surface, which is in turn known from the shape of the object and the viewpoint. All this information are required for determining the three-dimensional shape from the two-dimensional shading images of the object. Now, moving on to the considerations. Here in this project, it is considered that there is a three-dimensional object which is illuminated by a light source, for example say X, which illuminates the object and produces its two-dimensional shading image on the image plane. Here, this rectangular plane is the image plane, and the source of light S, which is a function of X, Y, and Z, illuminates the object. Now, reconstruction of three-dimensional shape from the two-dimensional shading image requires various information which is obtained from the image irradiance equation. The image irradiance equation is given as follows: E of capital XY equals to R of PQ, where P and Q are themselves functions of X and Y. E of capital XY is the image irradiance function. R is the function of P and Q, and it is the radiance function. P and Q are themselves the partial derivatives of the surface of the object in the directions X and Y respectively. So this image irradiance equation gives us the information which is very much essential for the construction of the three-dimensional shape from the two-dimensional shading images. Now, the assumptions that has been taken into account for the purpose of this project are: to begin with, we have the orthographic projection. It is assumed that the object is situated at a position which is far off from the viewing plane. The rays of light which are perpendicular to the plane of viewing are the only ones which are incident on the object, as a result of which the XY coordinates, that of the image, are similar or rather equal to the coordinates of the object. Thus the equation becomes E of small xy equals to The radiance function r of pq and the partial derivatives p and q are the partial derivatives of the object surface in the direction x, y respectively. It is also assumed that the surface of the object is Lambertian and matte surface. This implies that the energy reflected by the object has more or less the same value in all the directions. The energy that is reflected by the object is only dependent on the cosine value of the angle of incidence. So this was all about Lambertian surface. It is also assumed that the surface of the object is a matte surface, which means there are no shiny points on the surface of the object. It is also assumed that the source of light is positioned far away from the object. The final assumption is that the intensity as well as the position of the source of light are known to the one who is performing the project. Now moving on to the implementation of the project. Owing to the considerations and assumptions, the image irradiance equation is represented as follows. The image irradiance equation becomes E of PQ. Now E has become a function of P and Q, which are the partial derivatives of the surface of the object in directions x and y respectively, equal to double integration of E of xy minus r of pq whole square plus lambda px into whole into px square plus py square plus qx square plus qy square. Now the first term in this equation is the image data befitting term, which is minimum when the image irradiance is equivalent to the image of the object observed on the viewing plane. The second term in this equation is the smoothness term, where lambda adds weightage to the smoothness. Higher the value of lambda, more will be the weightage added to the smoothness of the surface, and vice versa. So the value of lambda is very much important for this, as it signifies that how much important the smoothness of the surface is for the purpose of this equation. Now, taking E of PQ as a cost function, we need to find the solution, and our solution is the reconstruction of the three-dimensional shape from the two-dimensional shading images. Now, minimizing the cost function is a way to finding our solution. Since the image irradiance equation has been reduced to the function of P and Q, then we can use the Euler-Lagrange function to obtain the desired result. These are the Euler-Lagrange function in P and Q in order to reduce or minimize the function of image irradiance equation, and thus minimizing the cost function, thereby getting the solution. A 3x3 kernel depicting the discrete equivalent Laplacian for further simplification is being used. Now comes the simulation. The simulation is carried out for two objects, one object being a regular sphere and another somewhat non-regular, a humanoid object. The first object produces a regular spherical two-dimensional shading image, whereas the second one produces a somewhat non-regular two-dimensional shading image. The input in the first simulation is this shading image from the sphere. It is a two-dimensional shading image, and you can see the grayscale varying in various points, giving us a perception of the various parts. Now after running the simulation, we get the PQ parameters. Here you can see the Q dot and the P dot. The PQ parameters, information from the PQ parameters are also obtained. Then we get the FG parameters after running the simulation. Then the information from the FG parameters are also obtained, and you can see these are the F and G parameters. Now, after obtaining the information from P and Q parameters and F and G parameters, the three-dimensional reconstruction of the two-dimensional shading images are done. This is the three-dimensional image obtained from the information from F and G parameters, and this one is the three-dimensional image reconstruction from the two-dimensional shading image with the information obtained from the P and Q parameters. These are actually our outputs. Moving on to the second simulation, we have a somewhat humanoid non-regular object, non-regular in shape, and but satisfying all other assumptions as we have mentioned in this project. This object produces a 2D shading image which varies in grayscale, and as it is observed from here. After running the simulation, we obtain the P and Q parameters. You can see the P and Q parameters obtained after the simulation is run. Also, the F and G parameters for the same is obtained. Now, from the information obtained from the P and Q parameters and F and G parameters, the three-dimensional reconstruction is done. This is the three-dimensional reconstruction of the shape from F and G parameters information, and this is the three-dimensional shape reconstruction done from the information obtained from the P and Q parameters. Now, before moving on to the conclusion, let us discuss about the code or the simulation. So this code has been run on MATLAB in order to simulate our project. The code was run on MATLAB using various tools and functions, as you can see, for which it used for the purpose of image processing and computer vision. The input to this file was the spherical two-dimensional shading image. Since the simulation takes pretty long time, we had run the simulation in the background so that during the presentation I can produce the outputs. Here you can see the P and Q parameters, where the Q dot and the P dot obtained after running the simulation. The F and G parameters for the same, again obtained after running the simulation. And finally, the main goal of our project is to reconstruct the three-dimensional shape from the two-dimensional shading image. Here we get the output. This is the three-dimensional shape from the two-dimensional shading image obtained from the information obtained from F and G parameters, and this is the three-dimensional image or the shape reconstructed from the two-dimensional shading image from the information collected from P and Q parameters. Now, finally, concluding our project, it was found that the reconstruction from regular image produced better result than the reconstruction from non-regular image. It is very much obvious that regular images are easier to simulate in the simulation environment. Another thing which came into the light was the reconstruction using the information from F and G parameters gave us better result than the information obtained from the P and Q parameters. Finally, the shape from shading is a very widely utilized concept and finds a variety of applications in the fields of medical sciences, security systems, archaeology, astronomy, and many more. Here are some of the references for your better insight, and which has inspired and motivated me for doing this project. The YouTube video link will be posted as soon as the video is uploaded to the YouTube. Thank you. Have a good day.